and welcome to a new vlog. I'm really excited to say that Mum and I are about to head off on some literary travel adventures. I've just about got everything packed. We've got to load up the car and then we'll be on our way. I'm so excited about what's coming up and I can't wait to share all our adventures with you. First adventure is in Dorset, so that's where we're heading to. We're going to stop on the way for a night in Leicester. That's about a halfway point, so we don't have to go all the way to Dorset in one day because that's a long drive. So we're stopping in Leicester tonight, and then all being well, we'll be arriving in Dorset the next day. And I'm so excited for this trip. So is my mum. Happily, she's been invited too, which is wonderful. She was born and bred in Dorset, but she's not been back to her home county since 2013. So I think she's quite emotional about it already. And I'm really excited to be returning to Dorset as well. We'll only be there a few days, but it's for a wonderful literary reason that we're heading to Dorset. We've been invited to Athelhampton House, which is a Tudor manor house near Dorchester. And it's got ties to Thomas Hardy. And the owner of Athelhampton House, Giles Keating, has edited a new anthology of Hardy's love poems. I think it's called 50 Poems and 10 Lovers. And we're going to the launch party for this Thomas Hardy poetry anthology, which I can't wait, but I also can't wait to see Athelhampton House. It looks so beautiful. I've been looking at some of the YouTube videos on its channel, and I do encourage you to go and have a look. What's really special about this new anthology is that there are sort of QR codes within the anthology, so you can scan them with your phone, and then they take you to videos where you can find out more about the poem, have them beautifully read to you. Scenes are acted out by local Dorset actors, and there's information about Athelhampton House and just so much to enjoy. But quite a few videos are also on the Athelhampton YouTube channel, so I'll link to that so you can go check it out, and I'll show you the anthology when I get it at the book launch. So I'm so excited for this Thomas Hardy anthology. He is, of course, the Dorset writer. So it's wonderful to go to an event that celebrates him and to see a house that he visited many times and loved. Can't wait to see the house. And yes, to be having a trip to Dorset for such a marvellous literary reason. So we're going to be there for a few days, and then I'll be telling you later where we're heading on to next. So I'm really excited about the next part of our trip as well. All of these opportunities just sort of suddenly came at once, and the timing just worked out, which is amazing. But I better stop chatting away now because we really do have to head off. So first stage of the journey is to Leicester. Let's get going. So here we are in Leicester.
Yes, very smooth journey down.
Very smooth, which was great.
Yeah.
And we're staying at the Belmont Hotel, which is just sort of cheap and cheerful, but great.
Yeah, very clean.
And, very clean.
Yeah.
And what's also good about it is it's only a 7-minute walk, apparently, to the Leicester Museum and Art Galleries, I think it's called.
Yes, so we're excited about that.
Yes, we're going to walk along there now because there's an exhibition I want to see there that I read about in the Stitcher magazine by Caroline Zoob. There's an embroidery exhibition featuring Mary Linwood's needlework, so I want to see that.
I'm really excited to see it.
Yeah, so we're going to walk along and do that, and maybe stop by the cafe there as well.
Yeah, I'm ready for a coffee for me and a tea for you, I know.
Definitely. Good morning, everyone. So it's the next day and just got packed up again so we can head off early this morning onto our next adventures. We're hoping to maybe stop in Winchester on the way to Dorchester. We'll just sort of see how the timings work out, but I've never been to Winchester and I'd love to go, so hoping that might work. And I'm very excited to arrive at Athelhampton House later in the afternoon. And then the book launch is in Dorchester in the sort of Waterstones for the Hardy anthology in the evening. So I think we'll arrive at Athelhampton and just have a quick sort of brush up and everything. And then really very soon after that, we'll go on to the book launch. So it's a busy day ahead, but we've had a great time actually in Leicester in this very fleeting visit. I really enjoyed the exhibition we saw yesterday. That was so good. And then we went and had a really lovely, I had a hot chocolate, Mum had a coffee and a slice of cake at a cafe called Bread and Honey that was very close to the gallery. And that was such a nice cafe, really recommend it if you're in Leicester. And we just took our time and then we went on for supper at Pierre Bistro, which was very nice. They have a very good sort of all-day set menu and very tasty, very reasonable. We always like French food. So yeah, it was very nice. We really enjoyed it. Mum's here.
Hello, everyone.
Just getting ready. Well, we're pretty much ready to go now, aren't we? Yes. I haven't actually shown the room at all. I've got bags everywhere now and our coats, but you can just see just basic room, but perfectly adequate for the night that we're here. Yeah. Are you excited about
I'm so excited.
Going to Dorset?
I am. I do hope we get to stop in Winchester. Well, I think it's meant to pour with rain, so we'll just see what we can do.
Yes, we'll see how the traffic is and what we can do. But I'd love to see the cathedral if possible.
Yes.
And maybe even the little museum they have. I don't know if that's open. I have to check.
No, or Jane Austen's house, would that be closed?
Well, that's what I mean. The Jane Austen room really that she stayed in and sadly died in. But I'd love to see it, but I'll have to check if it's open.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, we better get going. Hello again, everyone. Well, we made it safely to Dorset. We're staying in the most charming cottage on the Athelhampton estate. Very excitingly, they think that this cottage is the birthplace of Thomas Hardy's grandfather, because apparently he was born on the estate and this is the sort of most likely cottage that he was probably born in. So I'm absolutely thrilled by that. It's really lovely. I'll do a proper tour tomorrow because the light's pretty much gone now and we're just having a little rest before we get ready to go to the book launch for the new Hardy poetry anthology, which I'm very excited about. But it's so charming here. I wasn't sure where we'd be staying, so it was a lovely surprise. And you can actually rent this cottage, and I'd be really, really tempted to do that again as soon as possible in a way, because it'd be such a lovely base to spend some time and travel around Dorset from here. But I also love the fact that it's got such a literary connection too, so that's really exciting. But I'll do a proper tour tomorrow. We're also going to be shown around Athelhampton House itself tomorrow, which I'm very excited about, so it'll be wonderful to see the house. But yes, I should probably just brush my hair a little bit and brush myself up a bit generally. We didn't in the end stop in Winchester. Looking at the traffic, We just thought we were really too tight on time, because we really had to get here by about 3 o'clock, and we just thought it wouldn't give us long enough in Winchester to really make the most of it. And it's so awkward when you're traveling and you've got a lot of suitcases and everything in the car, that we didn't want to kind of have to leave too much in the car, because you were always, you know, cautious of that. So we decided it was just too complicated. But we did have a really nice lunch at an inn pretty close to Athelhampton. It was about 20 minutes, half an hour drive away, called the Acorn Inn. And that was lovely. Really, really recommend that if you're ever in the area. I'll be linking to everything in the video description box, so remember to check out all the links down there. But now, yes, we're just going to get ready. I'll show you what Mum's wearing. She's got a lovely outfit on for this evening. Here's Mum, looking very glamorous.
Well, I feel it. This is such a comfortable outfit, and I've driven in it all day, and it's remarkably resilient to getting all creased up and the seatbelt marks all over it. So I'm really thrilled with it. This is toast.
Yes.
Their blouse. I also got a dress in it in this print.
Yes, and it's a toast skirt.
And a toast skirt, yes, which is... It's lovely, crinkly, silky feeling. It's very nice.
I love the colours on you.
Oh, well, they're my sort of colours.
Yes.
So I was really thrilled
yes.
with them.
Do you want to do a little circle?
Well, I'll try very slowly. I don't think we can call it a twirl. I'm too tired for that. It was great, but we made really very good time. It was such heavy traffic, wasn't it?
It was heavy traffic. But fortunately, it was still pretty smooth, it didn't rain.
It didn't
which
rain,
is always a
lovely.
plus.
You know, when you're fighting rain as well, it's so much harder driving like that. So I was really pleased.
Yes.
It was lovely.
Yes. Well, I think we're just going to have a cup of tea, put our feet up for a minute, and then we'll get ourselves ready to go to the book launch.
Yes. Well, we'll show you your outfit here.
Oh yes. All right. Yes. Yes. Okay.
Well,
I'm also in toast, and I've also been wearing this all day, but another very resilient outfit. So this is their blue needle cord dress, which I really love, and I'm dressing it up a little bit with this jacket that I got from Plumo. So I'm just going to put it on.
I just love
top.
it. It's like a tapestry effect on it, isn't it?
It's actually so handy because I can wear it with lots of different sort of plain coloured dresses that I have, and I think it just dresses up an outfit.
Yes.
For a little bit more evening-y. You know,
exactly.
It's not a really fancy event or anything. It's at the Waterstones in Dorchester, so I don't want to overdo it, but I think it just...
It's really nice.
Something.
And
plus a bit warmth.
Yes, well, that's it. And you probably won't have to worry about taking a coat with that, which is very nice too.
So yes.
And I love it. And that needle cord is sort of a very soft corduroy needle cord, really isn't it? It's lovely.
Really lovely. So yes, this is my outfit of
so
the day.
we're all glammed up, but we just need a little bit more.
I might need to put some
I was thinking that myself.
Yes.
A little bit more glam, but yeah. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. It's the next day. Mum and I had a really good night's sleep, which was lovely. The beds are very comfy and it was really quiet. So we both slept like logs, which was lovely. It was a busy day yesterday, so we were both tired. But we had a very nice evening going to the book launch at the Waterstones in Dorchester. Got my copy. 10 Lovers, 50 Poems, edited by Giles Keating. And what I hadn't realised is there's actually a lot of information in this book about the 10 women, the 10 loves of Hardy's life. And I love the way that the poems have been arranged in order, so they're grouped around each woman, which is really well done. And there's just information given about the women as well as the poems. So there's quite a bit to read in here. And then there's always a sort of accompanying QR code for each poem that you can scan with your phone. And then that will take you to a YouTube video to listen to the poem read aloud, see a little video done of it, learn more information. So I just think it's fabulous. I can't wait to read and explore it all properly myself, because I'm a huge fan of Hardy's poetry. I do like his novels as well, but I think his poetry is my favourite. So I'm just really excited to get to explore this more. And it's wonderful being back in Dorset. We're having so much fun. I was thrilled too because I spotted a copy of my book, the Country Commonplace book, in the Waterstones in Dorchester. So I did just sign it for them, and then actually a lovely gentleman who was at the book event ended up buying my book, and I wasn't even pushing it on people. So that was exciting for me as well. So that was really lovely. But today we're kindly going to be given a tour of Athelhampton House itself. This evening there's a wonderful event happening at the house that Mum and I will be attending. They're doing a sort of reenactment of the dinner that Hardy and his second wife Florence were attending when a telegram arrived announcing the start of World War One. So they're doing a reenactment of that dinner, and it will be wonderful to sort of see it happen, and in the house and everything where it happened originally. I think the head of the Hardy Society will be there, so it's a bit of a joint collaboration between Athelhampton House and the Hardy Society. So with this weekend coming up, it will be Remembrance Sunday, and it will just be very poignant to see this reenactment. So Mum and I are both looking forward to that. So that's the plans for the evening. This morning we're going to go and have a tour of Athelhampton House itself, which I'm excited about. It looks like such a beautiful, real sort of Tudor manor house, and I hope we get to see the library. I'm especially excited to hopefully see that. And sadly, both the Hardy houses, the sort of Thomas Hardy cottage where he was born, and then Maxgate, the house that he had built once he was famous, those are both closed. They're National Trust properties, they're closed at the moment, so we can't go around and see those. But my mum, and myself, were both huge fans of the Dorset poet William Barnes, who was actually a friend and a real mentor of Thomas Hardy's. And he wrote a lot of his poems in Dorset dialect, but many of them have been sort of translated into English that is just a lot easier to read and to understand now. But really fascinating poems. And he's buried at a church quite near here, so I think we're going to go and try and look at the church that he would have attended and to see his grave. So if we have time in the afternoon, we'll go and do that. But we're also just really keen to explore Athelhampton a bit itself. We're having such a lovely time in this cottage. I'm going to give you a tour now, so you can see where we're staying, and it's marvellous. It's big for a cottage. There are 3 bedrooms, big kitchen, lovely living room, but I'll show it all to you now. Okay, here I'm coming in to the living room, which is lovely. It's Mum.
So comfortable, of course. You know, give me a sofa. It's
Yes.
a comfortable one, and I'm there.
I know, and I love the window seat. I
that's
mean,
so
you
lovely.
can see my tripod there, but it's a lovely little nook here with a little...
A little reading nook. You can imagine if a little girl or boy, you're snuggling up in there to
Yes.
read this picture book. I think it'd be lovely.
Definitely.
Yeah, lovely
And
French windows.
yes, here you could see in sort of lovely weather, you can sit outside and enjoy having a sort of cup of tea out there in the morning on a nice sort of sunny day. Would be lovely, wouldn't it?
It really would, and you know, there's room for children to play and
Yes.
everything. I think it's lovely.
Yeah, so I'll step back a little bit.
All the curtains are lovely as well. I
They
love
are.
the curtains.
They're
Yes,
very
I always
pretty,
notice
aren't
things
they?
like that, and everything's very comfortable. So
Yes. So we'll go through and show you the kitchen, which is just through here. And it's a lovely kitchen,
it really is.
nice and big, the dining table, which is lovely, and a really nice looking oven.
Master, yes.
Yes.
Lovely, isn't it? A professional one.
Yes, really nice. So yes, a
They've got
really
little
nice big
dishwasher
kitchen.
and the freezer, and I mean, you could come here and fridge and you.
Yes, there's a
really
fridge, freezer, dishwasher, everything that you need.
And even like an espresso machine. Which
Yes.
is lovely too.
And Dorset tea. We know we're in Dorset because we've got some Dorset tea, which I thought was a nice touch.
Really lovely.
Yes. And there's another sort of entrance to the cottage there. And then my room, because there's 1 bedroom downstairs, which is
Yes.
great for you.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Inside
given-
out to, but
Yeah.
go up the stairs.
Yeah, giving you the downstairs one. And I've got a room just above the kitchen, up these stairs. So I'll take you up. Okay, so going into my bedroom here. Of course, the bed looked pristine when we arrived. I've not made it quite so beautifully, but it's a really lovely room. And you can see sweet little cottage windows, which I like. You haven't actually been up here yet to see it.
This is the first time I've made it up the stairs, and what a lovely, lovely bed. You know, that's really pretty, isn't it?
It is a
So
sort of full
lovely.
poster bed.
Yes.
And nice cupboards. And then all the bedrooms have an ensuite bathroom, which is very nice. So this is mine in here, the shower. So it's a really nice little room.
It is, and you can hear, when you step outside, you can hear the river running by, because it's called
Yes.
River Cottage for a reason, isn't it?
Yes, it's
Lovely.
called River Cottage, and it is right by a little river.
Yes, almost
Um,
a brook, really.
yes.
Yeah,
Which is lovely.
it is.
All right, we'll go back downstairs. I thought I'd actually just show you the book that I've brought with me, which I barely read any of it last night, actually, because I was so tired. But it's Death and the Dancing Footman by Ngaio Marsh. And if you're in my Seasons of Story community, then you will have heard the mother and daughter book chat that Mum and I did about Dorset reads. And on that chat, Mum reminded me that this Ngaio Marsh mystery is set in Dorset. It's a great winter read, actually. It's one of those snowbound mysteries. And I've been reading it and really enjoying it. I don't remember, well, I think I remember who did it, but I'm not entirely 100% sure. So I'm really enjoying returning to this one. It's been a while since I reread a Ngaio Marsh, and Yes, I'd almost forgotten how good she really is. So I've been thoroughly enjoying reading this, and as it's a Dorset-based book, it felt very appropriate. And obviously I've got the Hardy's poems to read as well, which I'm going to enjoy looking at tonight, I think. Okay, so we're back in the living room, and I'll take you through to Mum's bedroom, which is just along here. And this is a really lovely sort of master bedroom. You can see it's got very pretty furniture as well in this one, and the lovely window seat. Perfect little reading nook. Nice big cupboard. I mean, we never watch TV, but if you wanted to, there's one there in this bedroom as well.
My little tiny reading nook.
I know.
I love that.
I love that too. And then nice dressing table as well,
nice.
that we've been using. And then through here is the ensuite bathroom. So we've got that here. And then I'll just take you up. There's one more bedroom. Oh, is that? Yes, yeah, you do what you're reading. Yes.
Well, I had to. This arrived the day before we left, and it's the very first, the Scribbler Annual for 2025.
Yes.
And of course, I don't know if people know Grey Ladies, but they used to do sort of, was it quarterly? I think it was, or 3 a year.
I think there were 3 a year. Yes.
So 3
they
a
used
year.
to do a magazine called The Scribbler.
Yes, but now they've decided they can't manage that anymore. So that instead they're doing a once a year annual, which is fabulous. I hope they keep going. I'm so enjoying this. It's really fun. It would have been perfect if it had, a sort of Dorset little travel thing. But the literary trail actually is along the Norfolk coast in this.
Oh, lovely.
And they've also got things on bookshops, books about bookshops, libraries. They talk a bit about auctions and what people buy in them. And they've got a Noel Stratfield's book page too.
Lovely.
Which is from, I think it's by special request. We've got the book, but it's still lovely to see it and hear.
Yes.
And a little short story by O. Douglas. So lots of lovely things in this. So I highly recommend for you. I mean, really, we should have saved it for Christmas. I'll make you save it. I wanted to enjoy it first. So
I know you've been really enjoying that, haven't you? Oh, that's brilliant. Actually, we should do an outfit of the day.
Oh, right.
If you step out, then I can show your lovely dress, which you look very nice in.
Lovely, another toast.
Yes, another toast piece, but
beautiful and great for travel because again, it's just being rolled up in a suitcase, but it's that sort of crinkly cotton, and it's lined actually, so it's warm. Yeah. But it also, it's great for travel. You don't all get all creased up and it look like a rag.
Yeah, no, you look really nice in it. It's lovely on you.
Thank you. Well, she of course chose it with me.
Yes. We had a nice little shopping outing.
We did a mother-daughter shopping outing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll show you my outfit as well, which is also a great travel outfit. This dress is actually from Matalan. It was a real bargain, this one. But again, it's been in my suitcase this whole time and you really can't tell. So it's a great travel one because it doesn't really crease. And then this is a toast cardigan that I have just to add a bit of warmth. But yes, I really like this outfit. I love the autumnal colours in the
It's really
dress
pretty,
with a little hint of sort of rust.
I always think that's so pretty.
So yes, my outfit of the day. And then the last bit of the tour is just up these stairs to the third bedroom. Here we are in the upstairs bedroom. That's a lovely twin bedroom. I love the counterpanes actually on the bed. They're pretty, aren't they? And the cushions.
They're really pretty.
Yes.
Everything's so lovely, and I love the way the blue has been picked up.
Yes.
In the sort of counterpane in the curtains.
I love these tiny little windows from the old cottage.
Thatched roof here, aren't we?
Yes, it's got the traditional thatched roof, this cottage. And yes, we're right sort
Another
of
lovely
under.
little dressing table as well, isn't that sweet?
Yes, it's a nice sort of desk actually
is it?
too.
Okay,
Well, I
yes.
mean, I think you're right, it's a dressing table, but I think like, oh, that would be a handy desk.
It would.
If we were here longer, I'd be setting
here.
up at that desk to do some work. You can see outside there a nice cupboard. Yeah, and then through here is the bathroom. I think it's so nice how each room has its own ensuite.
And they all have showers, don't they?
Yes.
Yes, which is lovely.
They do.
A bath, but it's lovely to have that option.
It is. So there's the tour. Lovely little cottage, isn't it?
Oh, it's so comfortable, so warm. Which
Yes,
really
we're enjoying. Yes. But yes, we're having a fabulous time. But we'll maybe have a cup of tea.
Yes.
And then go on to the big house.
Lovely.
So I'm here in the incredible Athelhampton House with its owner, Giles Keating. Thank you so much, Giles, one, for inviting me to view your incredible home and to attend your book launch, which was so much fun last night. Had a fabulous time. I wondered if you could just explain a little bit about Hardy's connection to Athelhampton House.
Yes, Miranda, just to say you are more than welcome. I'm so glad you've come. Thank you. Yes, no, so Hardy, well, his grandfather was actually born on the estate here, probably in a little cottage that I think you're staying in.
Yes, which is incredible. We love that.
Yes, and then Hardy's father, then they moved away after that, and then Hardy's father was a master stonemason, and he did lots of work here, and Hardy came to visit him, painted a watercolour of the gatehouse, which would have been just outside that window, but was demolished, in fact, possibly by Hardy's dad.
Oh, really?
And they kept all these wonderful... It was a Tudor gatehouse, but they kept the stones, and you can come across them in the garden as you walk around.
Yes.
And then Hardy, in his years as an architect, designed the church just outside the gates.
Yes.
And then he came back briefly, and he was courting his cousin Tryphena Sparks, who went to the school just outside the gates.
Did she teach at that school?
Actually, her first teaching job, she then moved just down the road to Puddletown, because this was a non-conformist school, and they loved her, we know, I'll tell you why in a moment, but they didn't have a space for her as a teacher, as a pupil teacher, so she went to the Church of England school.
Yes, so Tryphena was an important connection to Hardy and to this area. But would you tell me a bit about Hardy's connection to the house when he was an older man?
Yes, indeed. Yes. So after he'd become a famous poet, a famous author particularly, he came back here in the 1890s, the later Victorian period. There was a new owner, Alfred Carte de la Fontaine,
Yes.
and Hardy came first of all with Emma many times to have dinner or lunch here. And then, of course, he came back with his second wife, Florence, as well.
Yes. And this evening you're doing a wonderful reenactment of a very important dinner that Hardy attended at this house. Would you just explain why it was really a very dramatic moment?
Yes, well, we know about this from his biography. It was the day that the First World War was declared. And so literally, it says it in the biography, the telegram was brought in the middle of the meal to say that the war had started.
Wow. Well, I can't wait for the reenactment, I have to say. That would be fabulous. But I also just wanted to talk a bit about your book, Giles, which I'm so enjoying reading already. 10 Lovers, 50 Poems. It's a wonderful anthology of Hardy's poetry, but it's a lot more than an anthology as well, I think, because you've included so much additional information about the women, his 10 loves, and about the poems in themselves. Film is also connected in a really interesting way. I'd love you to just say a bit about the inspiration behind the book and the whole project surrounding it.
Yes, well, I think when I first really got into Hardy's poetry, I just felt that it had got the wrong reputation as being a bit sort of gloomy and dowdy. And actually, there are some lovely, lovely short poems, all about love and the passion that he feels.
Yes.
I think some of the ones when he first meets Florence, his second wife, and he talks about her large, luminous, living eyes, such a lovely alliteration. And then some of the passion with Tryphena, for example, and with Mrs. Scott Siddons, a very fabulous actress, actually, as well as, of course, those ones about Emma. But those, of course, are tinged with the sadness of her death. But I really just wanted to make it come alive.
Yes. And you really did that through also being involved in the films that were produced for each poem.
Very much so, yes. So if you look in the book, as well as there being a lot of notes about the biographical details and about how the poems are constructed, but not too technical, but just a little bit. There are also, you'll find barcodes, and you can either use those or you can just go online very easily, and you will find all the poems actually out there as little films.
Yes,
So,
I've watched a few of them
have you?
already,
Yes,
and
yes.
I want to encourage everyone to watch them. You can see quite a few on YouTube already.
Yes,
in the
that's right, yes.
Athelhampton YouTube channel, which I'll link to in my video description box. And it's so worth watching them because you've got wonderful interviews with Hardy experts like Paula Byrne, for instance. But as well, each poem is kind of brought to life, and it's a wonderful local production too, isn't it?
It really is. It's local actors, local people directing. And in fact, we were very lucky from both the Hardy new players, who are descendants of the original Hardy players, and then also from the Dorchester Youth Theatre with one or two brilliant young actresses who've actually gone off to RADA. So who knows, they may yet become absolute stars. So.
Yes, so you'll have had them first.
Exactly, yes.
Yes, well, I think it's just such an innovative and fantastic way of making poetry a bit more accessible. Like you said, also maybe making people change their ideas of what Hardy's poems mean.
Yes.
And finding some new favourites. I've definitely been finding new favourites
Very
already.
good. Yes.
From reading this, which is fantastic. But Giles, I just wanted to say thank you so much again for this opportunity. It's been wonderful to meet you and also to be able to share your beautiful home and its important connection to Hardy. So thank you.
Thank you.
So we had a wonderful tour around Athelhampton House.
We certainly did. It was amazing.
Oh, there's so much to see. It's incredible. So much history. There were so many different families who lived in the house over the years.
And so many stories,
Exactly.
as you can imagine.
So just so much to learn, and we spent quite a long time there, but we still felt that we could have spent hours more, didn't we?
We definitely did. Yes.
Really inspiring. I so recommend visiting here if you're in the area. It's really worth it. There's just wonderful connections to Hardy, obviously, but the house itself just has a really fascinating history with lots of different stories through the ages, and it's beautiful too, isn't it?
It's very interesting, very attractive, and also you get to see so much of it, which we were saying, you know, often there's quite a lot of the house you can't see, and I can understand that. But this is really has so many rooms.
Oh, it really does.
Are ready to see.
Oh, the library! I just loved.
Yeah. I think you could have spent another whole hour just looking at the books. I know I could.
So many beautiful books, really gorgeous E. Nesbitt editions.
Yes.
Girls' Own annuals.
Oh, that was such a treat.
Yes. And just lots of beautiful books in that library, and the room itself is just so peaceful and gorgeous.
Yes.
But so many of the rooms I loved, and you're right, there was just so much to see and explore. Secret passages, even we got to look at the secret passage,
the priest hole, and amazing. And I loved the 1930s bedroom too,
me too.
Which is just like something out of Poirot. Honestly,
they have to film an Agatha Christie show that. But yes, it was so nice, and so nice of Giles to take the time to have a little chat for my YouTube video too. But it's now pouring with rain, so we were hoping to go around the gardens a bit more, but sadly it's just raining too heavily. I wouldn't be able to film or photograph in this rain, so we'll maybe try tomorrow morning if it's brighter, just before we leave, because we're heading on to Oxford, which we're excited about.
We are.
So I'll try tomorrow, but they're beautiful gardens. I mean, I wish it wasn't raining so we could explore them more without sort of just getting wet.
Well, hopefully in the morning.
Yes, that would be really nice. But we're just going to have a bit of a relaxing afternoon. We had lunch at the cafe.
Oh, that was delicious
was
too.
Really good.
I had, and it was apparently lamb from the estate here, a curry, and it was absolutely delicious, and it wasn't too hot and spicy. I'm quite timid. But it had a lot of taste.
Nice.
Yes, it was really nice.
And we had Dorset apple cake for dessert. And it was very good. Dorset
I think it was actually better than mine, don't you? I mean, you know.
Well, I don't know.
No, I think it was.
It was really good. Definitely recommend getting that.
Yeah.
If you come to the cafe.
Clotted cream on the side, which was a very nice touch. Yes.
But so we're just going to sort of rest a little bit this afternoon, because it's been a hectic few days for us lately. So we're going to have a bit of a rest, and then this evening we'll be going along for the reenactment of the supper that was held, that Hardy was present at when World War I was announced via telegram.
Yes, to the owner of the house, who was Arthur Count de la Fontaine, which is very interesting too. Another story of the time there.
So I'm sure that will be fascinating as well. But yes, just going to put our feet up now and have a little bit of a rest. I just forgot to show you what we got in the gift shop, because you know it's hard for us to resist a book from the gift shop. And I got this Wordsworth Classics edition of Wessex Tales, short stories by Thomas Hardy. I don't have an edition of this, and I thought this one was really lovely. I loved the autumnal cover, so I was really happy to pick this up, and very appropriate to get it from here. And then I got this book, Anne of Athelhampton and the Riddle of the Apes, which is written by Giles Keating, the owner of Athelhampton House, and it's illustrated by Noah Warnes, who also illustrated the new Hardy anthology that Giles has done. So he's illustrated this book too. And it's a children's book, but apparently adults have loved reading it as well, because there's just a lot of history about the house and the people who once lived in the house, some of the stories behind that, one of which involved a secret passage and a pet ape. So I'm looking forward to reading this, and I'm also thrilled to get the Hardy books. So yes, I might curl up with these and have a little look at them now. Hello everyone, so it's been a bit of a whirlwind past 24 hours. I'm now in Oxford. We're staying with a lovely friend of ours for a couple of days. So we arrived yesterday afternoon, and today is Sunday, and then on Monday we're going to a landmark trust property in Oxford, and I've got an event with the Bodleian Libraries during the day on Monday, which I'm really excited about. But I'll be starting a new vlog for our Oxford adventures, so I really just wanted to wrap this one up today. We had such a wonderful time in Dorset. I mean, we were only there a couple of nights, so it was a real whirlwind trip, and we couldn't do too much while we were there, but it was really wonderful to spend time at Athelhampton House. I so enjoyed being there. I had wanted to try and film a bit more of the gardens yesterday morning because it was actually sunny instead of raining, which would have been nice, but they were starting a big food festival at the house and sort of in the grounds over the weekend, so it was really busy already, and there were like flags up everywhere, and it wasn't really the right time to film. So we'll just have to try and hopefully go back one day and see it in a different season and hopefully sunnier weather. But it's so worth going, and if you're in the area, I really recommend it. Love all the connections to Thomas Hardy, as well as the house itself just having such a fascinating history. Really enjoyed the supper that we went to as well, with the reenactment of the dinner party that Thomas Hardy was at when World War I was announced. That was really well done, and there were readings of quite a lot of Hardy's poems all through the evening. We kind of moved from various rooms around the house. The lighting was really well done because it gave you a sense of what the lighting really would have been like at that time, and it was just so atmospheric and really evocative, so I enjoyed that. But I couldn't film it because I couldn't film the actors, and there were also a lot of people around. But again, if you're in the area or if you're visiting, it's worth looking up what events are happening at Athelhampton House. I think they have quite a bit going on generally throughout the year, and have a look at the Hardy Society as well, because they do a lot. There's this amazing sounding Christmas event coming up with the Hardy Society that if you love Under the Greenwood Tree, and some of you will remember we read that for my Seasons of Story book club last winter, and the Hardy Society are doing something where they sort of doing a walk through around and singing carols, and it just sounds really special. So I'll put a link to the Hardy Society in the video description box. If we were in Dorset, we would definitely be going to something like that because it sounds marvellous. But so yesterday morning, you would have seen we left and we went to Shaftesbury, which I have very fond memories of. Last visited there when I was a teenager, and my nanny, my grandmother on my mum's side, was still alive, and we went there together and got sort of pictures on Gold Hill, which was a beautiful view. So it was really special to go back and see it again and sort of have happy memories. And I also had really wanted to get to Fold Bookshop, which is a lovely little nature bookshop right at the top of Gold Hill. And I did get one book from there, which I'll show you. We had breakfast at the cafe called the Salt Cellar right at the top of Gold Hill as well, and that was really nice, and we got a table in the window, which was lucky, so we could look out on the view, and that was so nice. So I got this book called The Hidden Seasons by Tristan Gooley, signed by the author, which is lovely. And this just sounds really interesting. It says a calendar of nature's clues and signs. In The Hidden Seasons, Tristan Gooley shows us how to read the clues that the sun, moon, stars, plants, fungi, animals, water and weather give us, but that we continually miss because we don't know how and where to look. Spring is a time of wildflower signs, unique cloud shapes, and curious animal behaviour. Summer is a time of coastal clues, astronomical extremes, and secret grass patterns. Autumn is a time for reading leaves, deciphering scents, and investigating fungi. And in winter, we learn to read snow, deepen our star knowledge, and use rare methods to find clues in overlooked places, including indoors. So it just sounds really interesting to me, an appropriate book to pick up from that bookshop in Shaftesbury. So I was really happy to get that. Now we're just going to enjoy spending some time with our friend. I'm going to do a bit of work today as well, and I'll be sharing all of my Oxford adventures with you in the next video, which I'm very excited about. So remember to tune back in for that and hit the subscribe button on my channel if you want to be updated for when I have new videos. But thank you so much for watching this one. Hope you enjoyed following along with our time in Dorset, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.